so they think people are actually here when I say hello. Sorry. Nobody's here. It's virtual. It's virtual.
Justin.
Cool. Hey, I will say this again, but you'll need a set of dumbbells for today's workout. I would say, well, I have a set of 20s because there's going to be a couple things where we got to go overhead, and then there's something where we got to do a bicep curl, and then there's something where we have to lay on the ground and do like a chest fly press. So something that's like medium weight for you because we'll be working in 25-second intervals. So we'll take a few minutes, and if you need to run to a different area of your house and get dumbbells that work for you for the workout, go for it. And we'll just kind of wait a few minutes for other people to come on anyways. And then we'll start with, I got a pretty good like 5-minute mobility warm up, and then we'll get into the workout. We got Barry over here on his new bed, working on a banana inside of his con. And then Linus is separate over there, working on his con. And then Quincy is a senior, and he is separate in his little island over there. So I think everyone is satisfied for the time being. I've got some water for hydration, so grab some of that for yourself if you don't already have it. And we'll get going in a minute here. Thanks for joining on Saturday morning. I think this is a good time because it's not like too early. You still get it, get it in early enough in your day. So that's nice. I'll probably do another one next Saturday at this time too, and probably the following Saturday, and we'll just see how it goes. I also want to do another mobility video this week at some point. I've had a lot of people reach out saying that those have been really helpful for them, so look for one of those. All right, so yeah, if you just got on, grab a set of dumbbells that you're going to be working with through the majority of the workout. We've got some stuff where you have to go overhead with them, some curling action, and then something on the ground where you have to do a chest fly and a chest press. Did you see that guy just cross through? Shoes. Okay, let's actually get started with the warm-up. I'm going to show you what this looks like first, so you don't have to possibly be on the ground trying to look up at me. I'll show you actually from the side. We're going to be on all fours, right? And what you're going to do is take my right hand. I'm going to reach forward, drop it like that. Take the same hand, bring it through, and then it's going to come up like a row like this. So it's like sort of like a little combination of a couple of little mobility moves in one. So we'll do 5 on each side, boop, boop, and then do the other side. Does that make sense? Let's do it. All right, so we'll shift it down, stretch it out, bring it back up so you can go through. My palm is up, and then I'm gonna pull right through like that. Take your time, slide down, slide through, and then up. Third one, down, right through. This could be your first movement of the day if you just rolled out of bed, so listen to your body on all of these and just go into it slow. With each rep here, I'm just looking to gain a little bit more range of motion. Each one feels a little bit better. Last one. And up. And I'm going to go ahead and just get started on the other side. So I'm going to slide that. So it can be like right directly out in front of you or kind of off to the side. That's fine. Either way, all good. Roll it up. Definitely got some cracking on this left side. I'm going to do one more over here. So I'm simultaneously kind of starting to warm up my hips a little bit too as I shift back. Obviously, as I go through, I'm getting that back of the shoulder, the back, and a little bit of like thoracic rotation. and then that nice row up to start opening up those shoulders a little bit. So speaking of shoulders, sit however you want. We're just gonna take our hands, grab the front of your shoulder caps, and we're just gonna start rotating like this. Give those elbows a little spin. I'm doing some nice little forward right now. So we're gonna do a bunch of these and then we'll go backwards. Bring it to the back. Oof, that's where I'm getting a lot of noises. Nice and slow here, trying to gain a little bit more range each time. Let's do one more. I like it, I like it. A little bit for the hips, it's gonna look like this. So watch me for the first one. I'm going to extend my leg out, and then I'm gonna bring it over. And just shift back a little bit there, and then bring myself back, up, and over. Couch is in the way. We'll go up, and then over. Now, if you're able to bring that leg all the way over and touch the ground and sit back into it, that's awesome. But don't force anything here, just nice and easy over. If it feels okay just to shift back a little bit, go for that. We just really want to start opening up through the hips. This can also be done as a static stretch, you know, sitting into it like this. That's a great stretch. Bring it up. Fires up the glute a little bit too as we bring that leg up. I'm going to do one more. Up, over, shift it back. All right, try it on the other side. Nice base here. And bring that leg straight up, over, up. Here he comes. Hey, buddy. I'm going to get one more on this side. Okay, I'm going to stand up, just a little bit more with the hips, get into like a squat, good squat position. We're going to bring our hands forward as we shift those hips back. And then you're going to reach towards the ground. If you can't touch the ground, it's okay. You can just let your arms sort of hang. And then we're going to straighten out the legs. Bring it all the way to the top. So I'm going to do a couple of these. Shift my hips back, push my arms out. And my hands are going to come down. Straighten everything out to stand. Couple more. Down, down, straighten it out, and up. Oh boy. Down, straighten it out, to stand. Let's get one more. Perfect. A little bit with the ankles. Take it down to a knee. We are going to try to bring this knee as much over your toe as you can without lifting that heel. So I will push, I'll push, 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 really opening up through my Achilles and my calf. Really trying to force my heel to stay into the ground. And then I'm going to come up and bring my toes right towards me. And then I'm going to go to the side and to the side. So like that and like that. Now I'm trying to not move my knee. I don't want my knee to be moving all over the place. I want to just work from my ankle as much as I can. So let's try this again. We're going to go forward as much as we can here. Sometimes I'll even grab like a kettlebell and push it on top. And then we're going to come up, bring that up, bring it to the side, bring it to the other side. Get as much range as you can. So let's try it again here. Go forward with that. to the side, to the side. So I'm in socks, and I can actually see a lot better what my foot is doing. If you're in shoes, it's not quite as visible, you know, but it's fine, it's happening. A lot of mobility is done best in your socks, especially with your hips and legs. You can just move around a little bit easier. Let's try it on the other leg. So go forward here. Whew. Bring it up. Tibia to the side, to the side. Whew. Yeah, when I come up and I bring that toe towards me, you can feel that tibia muscle. And I'll just really spend some time in there, and then spend some time to the side, and to the side. And let's do 2 more. So what's the purpose of this, right? We're getting a lot of blood, and we're opening up some tissues down there, because we're gonna get ready to do some squats. And we use so many muscles in our legs for squats, but what's connected to those leg muscles? Your calf muscles, your ankle muscles, and your feet. We definitely take our feet for granted, but our feet dictate a lot of what's pulling and what's going on in our knees. So take care of your feet. Take care of your ankles, definitely. All right. Are we warmed up? We ready to rock? Those always it gets a lot of blood into my ankles too. All right, I'm gonna throw my shoes on. Grab your dumbbells. Get ready for our first thing. So what we're doing today is we're gonna work in focusing on 1 exercise at a time. And we're gonna do that exercise for 4 rounds, but it's gonna be timed, 25 seconds of work and 12 seconds of rest. So the first one is gonna be a double squat, a front-loaded double squat, double, double. As we come up, we're gonna do an Arnold press with the dumbbells. So if you've worked with me in the past, you know what an Arnold press is. It's gonna come under our chin and then up like this. So double, double, up. Take your time bringing it right back to start. Double, double, and then up. Okay. You got your bells? I got my timer. I'm gonna set it so it's just gonna continuously run for 4 rounds. And we'll be able to do it all together. Yay! Okay. I'm gonna hook it here. Get your bells. So you should be standing like this to start. Have my feet in good squat position. I am gonna hit this and then I'm gonna grab my bells. All right, here we go. So double, double, stand to press. Bring it back to under my chin. And then up. Really letting a good exhale as I stand. We're on our first rest period, which is gonna be 12 seconds. I'm already like sweating a ton. Why? All I did was warm up. Here we go. And we're up. I was gonna say that felt like the last one. Woo! 2 done, 2 to go. So these are gonna go by fast, I think. Okay, here we go. They should go by fast in theory. All right, last one, coming up. This gets your heart rate up in a hurry, doesn't it? Okay, final one. Here we go. Ooh. Arnold Press is killing me. Ugh. That was 4. Woo. I was probably going a little faster than I should have there. Just felt so good out of the gates. All right, we're gonna take a second. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, big surprise, you dropped it. Big surprise. We got our second exercise coming up. For this one, we're gonna be on the ground. Same thing. 4 rounds, 25 seconds of work, 12 seconds rest. I'm gonna show you what it looks like first before you have to worry about getting down. Okay, I'm gonna do chest fly. I like to call these floor flies because I'm gonna bring my elbows all the way to the ground, and then I'm gonna come up, turn the bells, and do a floor press. Okay, floor fly, bring it up, turn them, do a press. Now, if it's confusing you, and you're getting to the top, and you're like, just go down. Keep them neutral if you want, if that's easier. If that's easier on your brain to just keep them neutral, just go down with it just like that, okay? No worries either way. It's all good chest stuff. You can go this way, you can go neutral, you can go inverted. All really, really good. One other cool thing about the floor flies, you know, sometimes when you're doing them on a bench, sometimes we just have the tendency to go past maybe where we should on the bench because, you know, you have the space. But on the floor, it sort of stops you where you naturally kind of should stop anyways. So I'm a big fan of floor flies. What about you? You like them? All right, let's do this. I got my timer. I'm gonna hit it. Here we go. Go with the fly first. Very. Very. Okay, rest. So what I will do is I'll probably rest them right here because they're not super heavy for me to just grab them. Or if you even just want to hang on to them like this, that might be easy too. Here we go, second round. I'm gonna fly out. Bear bear. Bear bear. What's the matter? You're not getting attention? Okay, that's 2 done. I'll keep them like this just so you can see what that looks like as an option. Because it is a short rest period here. In fact, we have 2 seconds. Oh, here we go. Starting to feel it in this 3rd round, that's for sure. Woo-wee, okay. Take a second. Wait, was that 2 or 3? Shit. That was 3. Yeah. Sometimes with this you get so involved and you kind of forget where you're at. This is the 4th one. Yeah, that felt like 4, that's for sure. Okay, let's take a second and regroup. We will be using the dumbbells again. Okay. Got it, got it. Yeah. Okay. 3rd exercise. It's going to be bicep curl, suitcase lift. So, I like to do the hammer curl for this version because the bells are just going to naturally end up right there for you to come down and up just like that. So we'll go single, single, drop it down. Single, single, drop it down. If you want to switch it up, you know, and do a curl from the front to the front, you just got to quickly kind of move them like that. Up to you how much, you know, finagling you want to do with that. But hammer curls are awesome, just as awesome as a regular curl. Okay, we ready for 4 rounds of this? You got your bells? Oh, hey, if you're working with just like a single bell, you can do that too. Maybe just do like a single here, 2 of those, and then bring it down like that. There's always options, whatever you're working with. Maybe you have a kettlebell or, you know, maybe a plate, whatever. There's always options to figure it out and make it work. All right, let's get set. So I'm gonna pick them up. I'm gonna go boom, boom, drop it down. Here we go. Go. Single, single. My feet are a little bit more narrow, so it's a little bit different stance than I would take for my regular squat. Ooh, that was one already. See, the first one goes by real fast, and it's almost like you're just trying to wrap your head around what you're doing. It's like hardly enough time to put them down. Here we go. Now, when I'm going down, I'm trying to look ahead and keep my chest up. So if I had writing on my shirt, I would want whoever's in front of me to be able to read that writing. So you don't want to be looking at the ground. Look ahead. Get one more in there. Side profile. Shake it out. Going into round 3. Here we go. Oh man, it's always the 3rd round. Your forearms are burning, and then you're like, oh my God, I gotta do one more round, but we can do this. No big deal. Here it is. Let's just get it done. Single, single, drop it down. Oof. I always got in the same spot every time, it felt like. Okay, relax, 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 relax. Reset this. Yeah, I'm sweating a lot. What do you say, Barry? So Barry was agitated over here. I don't know if it was picking up on the video because Dennis is behind the camera. Do you want to come around and say hi? Oh, he's gonna flip it. So he's behind the camera and Barry's obsessed with him and basically just needed to be closer. So now he's down by his feet and he's content with that. But this was just too far. It was too far away. So now they've been reunited and all is well in the world again. Okay, here's what's happening. We're down on the ground. We got a core exercise. We have 2 options for it. First option looks like this. We're going to lift our feet just a little bit, push our hips into the ground. Head can be relaxed or head can be up a little bit. Whatever's going to work for you and your neck, right? And we're going to do these little flutter kicks. So this is option 1, just a nice little flutter. If being that low is too much, you can just come up here and do a little flutter there, totally fine. So I guess actually there's 3 options here. You can go real low, you can go middle. Third option, to add a little bit more resistance and spice into your life, you can hold a weight just like this above your chest, still just fluttering away. We could even add more resistance if you had the 2 dumbbells that you felt comfortable holding in any position. You could do a little something like this. Perhaps I will start like that and see where it goes. All right, get yourself down on the ground if you're not there already. We're gonna set up for this. It's gonna be the same thing, 4 rounds. All right, here we go. 25 seconds. Your feet do not have to be going fast. Just nice little easy movement here. Breathe. Now, as far as like your foot position, if you feel more comfortable pointing your toes forward or pointing them to you, if it gives you something to think about, go for it. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference either way. Okay. Just a small little movement, huh? It's hard. Who's excited about round 3? Yeah. Okay, let's get ready for it. We got 3 seconds. Here we go. Oh, I didn't mention it. I'm so sorry. You can put your hands under your hips too to create a little bit of padding and to also ensure that your hips stay glued to the ground. That's a nice way to do that. I'm so sorry I didn't mention it before. Oh my God. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna take my hands, put them right under here, and then it's very nice. Very, very nice, just like that. All right, I'm gonna do the 3rd round just like that so you can see it. It can make a world of difference when you are extremely taxed as well, just to ensure that you keep good form. Holy crap! What time is it? Oh my God, how many seconds? Like 6. Maybe not, maybe less. Maybe I lied. All right, we're getting there. We got one more surprise left. Are you excited? I'm super pumped. Super pumped. So we gotta do something to work the back. A little bit of a combo. It's gonna look like this. Got my bells in front of me. I'm gonna shift my hips back. Get a nice flat back. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then stand. 2, 1, whoa! 1, 2, and then stand. Okay, if you're at home and you're like, holy crap, that's like super taxing on my lower back, you can find something to sort of either push your hips back against or just something to give yourself a little bit of something to work with here. You can even push your hips back into the wall. That's fine too. So I tell people to do that a lot because the last thing you want is to be trying to isolate your upper back in a nice little row and have everything just super weird with that low back. That sucks. Okay, so figure out what's gonna work best for you with that. Move your phone or your device so you can still see me. And we're gonna get started with this. All right, I'm gonna go just like this. So we got 2 overhand rows, we got 2 neutral rows, and then we're standing, okay? So it almost becomes kind of like a little bit of a deadlift and a row combo. Here we go. Ready? And we're on. 1, 2, neutral, 1, 2, and then I'm standing. I'm just gonna hold on to them. Second round, here we go. It's not on the grip, taxing on the grip. 3, 2, 1. Stand. That stand gives you a little break there too. Once again, that third round proves to be the toughest. Woo! Okay. Final round. Here we go. Up, up, pull, pull, stand. I gotta say it to myself sometimes in my head. Really starting to feel it in that upper back though. It's really lighting up. Woo, man, that's a good one. They're all good. All right, who's with me for this final? I got a final piece for you. You're gonna love, love, love it. Well, let me catch my breath first before I get into explaining it. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. If you so desire to do this little combo with me, I'm gonna squat down, put my hands, shoot my feet out. I'm gonna do one push up. I'm gonna do a reach, reach, and I'm gonna come there. That's the whole thing. Here, down, whoops, reach, reach, and then the push up, sorry. So this is just a nice little finisher. If you don't feel comfortable with doing that, that is totally fine. You can do something like this perhaps, where you come to the ground and maybe you do a nice little walk out and maybe you do a nice little walk back up. Either way, you're coming up and down and you're using your whole body and you're just having fun with it. All right, wherever you're at, try to do something with me here for 4 rounds of 25 seconds. All right, here it is. I'm gonna keep it actually on the ground because it'll probably fly off my shirt. All right, ready? I'm gonna hit it and then we're gonna get it. There we go. Boom. Walk it out. Reach it. Reach it. Walk it right back. Stand it up. Down, do, do, do. Not so bad, not so bad. Of course, that's only one. We'll see how we feel about it in 3 rounds from now. Here we go. So when I'm in that plank and I'm reaching forward, I'm trying to keep my hips as level as possible. I don't want to do a lot of that. Here we go, round 3. One more to go. I hope you're still with me. These are tough. Anything where you have to get up and down, tough. Add a push-up in there, even tougher. Last one. Reach it. This feels like the last one. See, we made it, All right, regroup. We're gonna do some stretching on the ground. So I usually don't set this thing for the exact amount of rounds I'm gonna work, but I did today. And that's what it sounds like when your rounds are complete and it's like super hard to get off. So I hope you had fun watching me struggle with that 2 times in the last 30 minutes. All right, let's stretch. Here's what the first stretch is gonna look like. We're gonna be flat down on the ground. You're gonna take your left leg, casually cross it over your knee. Arms are out wide. All I'm gonna do is turn to the side, just like that. So if you're just getting set up, it's gonna be a knee cross, turn to that side. If you can drop that knee to the ground, I'd love for you to look in the opposite direction, and we're just gonna hang out here for a couple seconds and take a couple breaths and stretch all through that lower back. That feels nice. And then let's bring it back to center and just casually drop it to the other side. So basically your toe hits the ground. And I'm just gonna look in the opposite direction that my knee is facing. Yeah, this one's good. Okay, let's center that up. Bring that foot down, and then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Cross it over. Drop it down, look to the other way. Center it up, bring it down this way, look the other way. You can stay in these for as long as you want, by the way. I'm just gonna do kind of like an abbreviated stretch here. Let's go back to center and take both knees and just hug them together and just pull those knees down to your chest as hard as you can here. Take a couple breaths for sure. If you got through that whole thing with me, you definitely deserve a nice cool down. Let's take that left leg again and just bring it up to the sky and grab the back of the knee and just give it a little pull. Just a little bit. Sometimes when I'm up like this, I'll take opportunity to kind of do some range of motion with my ankle, kind of how we started. And sometimes when you do this, you can get just a lot more feels through those calf muscles. Nice. Bring it down, try the other side. Bring it up, pull it a little bit. If you have like a belt or something, resistance band I'll use a lot in the gym, you can put that behind your knee and sort of give a little pull too. Whatever works for you. It's always good to have ideas. All right, let's sit up. I'm gonna bring it just like this. I'm gonna spread my knees out. I'm gonna take my body and shift it over to my right side, just like this, and we're just gonna kind of sit here. Whatever you're able to grab here, whether it be your calf or your ankle or all the way to your toe, that's totally fine. And just relax into that, try to sink into that stretch. And bring it up to the center, and then we're just gonna go right over to that other side. Same thing, same thing. Take a couple breaths here. Don't neglect your stretching. Okay, we're gonna go like, just like this. We're gonna separate the knees a little bit, create some space, and we're gonna go off to the left side, slide it down, sink into that. We'll stay here for a few seconds, take a couple breaths. And then go ahead and just walk it right over to the center. You'll be able to get the deepest down into the center, of course. And then go ahead and walk it over to that right side and sink down into that. Since we're in this position, I'd like to just address the wrists a little bit, because just like the ankles, the wrists do not get enough love, that's for sure. Gotta take care of them. You're gonna have your hands like this. You can come up a little bit. I'm just gonna have you move, shift your body forward a little bit, and then come back, lift the fingers up. We'll do a couple of these. Shift it forward, come back, lift the fingers up. We'll do one more like this. Shift it. I'm gonna make a fist. Open palm on the floor. Take the other hand, and I'm just gonna kind of do some gentle little circles here. If this is too much to put the other hand down, just see if you can maintain a little bit of this. Play around with the fingers. Just try to stretch all through that forearm. No matter what you're doing, the wrists take a beating. You know, I could sit here and say, hey, if you're on a computer all day or if you're on a phone all day, but honestly, it's everyone with everything, right? I'm not on a computer or my phone all day, but I'm grabbing weights, I'm doing things in the kitchen, you know, doing yard work, just life, right? So, just like the ankles are connected to the knees, the wrists are connected to the elbow and to the shoulder, so a lot of times things start in the wrist. All right, so I got a fist, drop it down, you can take the other one, play around with that stretch, go in different directions, use some leverage on there. If this feels really difficult for you, that's just an opportunity of something that, you know, you can work on. So take a couple little things from this workout, whether it be the mobility piece, the stretching piece, or the workout itself, and try to incorporate those into your life in whatever way works for you. This is a great one too, to get this kind of thing through here. And then of course it always feels good to do these. So those are just a couple of really good wrist things, grabbing each finger, pulling through. Awesome stuff. Well, I got fully sweaty, and a couple of those were really hard. I don't know what was the hardest for you. For me, honestly, probably that flutter kick. Just because like you have nothing to do but just sit there and think about, at least with the other stuff, you're kind of like moving and you have some other stuff going on. But hey, that was fun. It was like 35 minutes long. I will upload it to YouTube so you can do it whenever you want, but thank you for spending some time with me and bringing me into your home, and here he goes, and have a super day, all right? I'll do this next Saturday too at 10 a.m., all right? See you then.